Hi everyone, it is Taurus full moon time. Are you ready? It's a super moon, it's November, it's the beaver moon where they're going into their lodge and ready to hunker down for the winter. So it's going to be an interesting one. So the messages coming through today are not so much about hunkering down, they're about going with the flow. So if we think about the seasons and the changes, we don't often see something like a beaver saying, you know what, I'm just not going to go make my den this winter and I'm just not going to do that. They absolutely don't do that, right? They go with the flow of the season. So a couple things this particular day and in the next few days. If you've been feeling super exhausted, totally normal. Don't worry about it. If you haven't, then you're just more going with the flow of the energy. So neither is right or wrong. Just remember that the energy of the full moon is big this evening. So you might want to do something to get your energy flowing. Maybe put on your favorite music. I've got Lorena McKenna in the background right now. Dance, release, drum. If you can go to a ceremony, if you can go to a sound ceremony, if you have your own sound, get the right hertz going. There's so many things you can do to get that energy flowing. So a lot of times with that exhaustion, we've just got some stagnant energy there. There's a lot of built up things going on. So yeah. When you see me do that, I'm just getting some messages and figuring out how to give them to you guys. I'm getting this picture. If I know a lot of you are in this northern hemisphere, so to go down to the river and release something would be rather chilly. But if you have an opportunity to do that, it's a great moon to just take something to the river and release it. Take your drum, take a piece of nature, write something on a twig, write something on a leaf, and just release it to nature. So this is a good season for that. If you don't, then you can do some water therapy at home. You could just, as you're releasing something this full moon, just put your hands under the water and let it flow, or go into the shower. No bath. That's going to be very stagnant. So you need like shower, running water, something to let it go. If you do just have a bowl of water, you're going to want to pour it out, if that makes sense to you. So just something like that to get the flow going, okay? I've also got a very strong message that this full moon is a lot about play and getting in touch with that fun piece of you, which is why there's a heart on my cheek, and I'm wearing, if you can't see it, but I'm wearing otter socks today. So just do something playful in your life that can lift you up and help you feel more in touch with that inner child, more in touch with that piece of you that doesn't give a damn and is just ready to go play. That's the message coming in. This is Taurus energy. So when you decide on something, you just go for it. A lot of us, I am a Taurus, so a lot of us Taurus energy are a bit slow to react. But when we decide something, we do it. And so that's the energy that's coming in today. We're going to start with the tarot read, and then I'm going to pull in some beautiful oracle cards for you today, okay? This is kind of on the fly. I'm heading out today, so you're getting this from my living room today, and I just really wanted you to get this message today. So the theme of everything on a full moon is actually the sun. We are working towards feeling like the sun is always shining on us, like in the Joy and Manifestation Club, which is what is my passion right now. That's the key, is to find that sun inside of you, that piece of joy. Even if you aren't always feeling it, knowing that it's there, okay? What is underneath everything right now? So what's the basis of everything? What is our groundedness? What's our place to root right now? Is the Two of Cups. So this can be a couple of things. This could be relationships. You could have relationships that you really need to go to. You could have relationships that ground you, make you feel light, and that's what we're working on right now. I'm not talking about fixing anything today. I'm not talking about delving deep into getting to those issues. Not that that's not going to happen for you, but this moon energy is bringing in who delights you. Who can you delight in? This is such a precious energy. So if you have a romantic partner, perfect. If you have a dear friend, if you have a dear family member, that's the root right now, finding the delight in someone, okay? And above everything is the Star. Taking some time right now to spend time in spirit, to work with your spirit guides, to go out for a walk and look at the stars, to go out tonight and look at the moon, to just spend some quiet time getting messages and letting them flow in and integrating them into your life. But this isn't a fast, frantic type of energy. This is a real let things flow, let the stars come to you, let things be the way you need them to be, because Spirit's bringing it in. So what do? We let our heart guide, not our mind, right? We let that bigger piece of us, that higher self, whatever it is you work with, whatever you call the universe, whatever you call Spirit, allow yourself to tap into that today and in the next little bit. It's our energy for the next couple weeks, okay? And what is the message? I always like to bring in a 3-card spread of what we're flowing into, what's coming up. Tarot's not meant to be complicated. It's meant to be a tool that helps guide us. So if we can use it in ease and understand the message that's coming up for us for these next 2 months as we flow into the new moon, this is also a 6-month message too. So you feel in to know if this is a big message for you or if this is what you're walking into for the next couple weeks, okay? So remember, we're grounding in the delight of relationship. We're going to the stars. We're bringing in Spirit, and we are moving forward in something. Chariot energy is really strong right now. There is this energy of wanting to gallop towards something, to want to grab the reins, to say, I've got it, I'm going. And you know, it's an interesting time of year for this to come in, because this is also a harvest time, a slowing down, moving into the season of whatever it is you celebrate. But this winter season always brings that more celebratory, quiet feel sometimes, right? But no, what we're coming in this moon is Chariot. So remember, I said next 2 weeks or 6 months. So you might have the next 2 weeks where you're just like, I'm going gangbusters, maybe on a project, maybe on a new business, maybe on a relationship. There's something you just know you need to move forward in. The message is, though, you also need to move forward in letting something go, letting something die away, grasping the reins at the new and letting the old go. We like to hold on to both. So it's going to be really hard for you to move into something new if you're needing to hold on to the old. You're holding that old dead skeleton of it. You're not allowing this fire of this new dragon to come in and say, no, you know what? I don't have time for that anymore. So whatever that is for you, maybe you're working on too many projects. Maybe you're not stepping into a new relationship because you're holding on to an old one. Maybe you can't renew a friendship or be in a friendship because you're holding on to old hurts. Something has to die, okay? Because you're then stepping into this beautiful new journey of the heart, this page of cups, saying, you know what? Let's play, let's be light, let's fly free, let's do things that lift us up. And if we're holding on to that old baggage, it's really, really difficult to do that, right? So moving in, stepping out, making a difference, right? So now that we've got that main message, the Crystal Deva cards wanted to come out to play. These aren't super popular, so I don't know if any of you have them. If you do, tell me what you think of them. The box looks like this. I was gifted these by my tarot teacher. I think we got quite a few giftings in school, so I was gifted them anyways, and I quite love them. So the beautiful card that I've picked for you today is the River Rock. River Rock wanted to come out to play. So you'd think when we're doing crystals and I'm pulling out my beautiful bin of crystals here that it'd be something shiny and bright, but today, in this sense of play and the tarot read, we got River Rocks coming out. I've got this River Rock in here, and that's going to go on the altar for the next 2 weeks. River Rock for you and me and all of us that are gathered here today. So let me read you this, though. I really wanted you to get a sense of why River Rock's showing up, because if we're moving forward into something, if we're shifting into something, there has to be a sense of allowing, and that's what River Rock is all about. It's about allowing. Through the years, gentle waves lapping around us and wild torrents pounding upon us have carved us into smooth, rounded stones. We have no sharp edges. We offer ourselves as an example to humans of the shedding of layers, the rough edges that develop through your many emotional hard knocks. So can you see that energy we talked about in the tarot read, where we're going to have to die to something so we can move into something new, right? Over time, disappointment, rejection, and fear calluses as a type of protection to soften life's blows. That hardened shield has served you well. It has warned others against hurting you, and they have backed away. The armor protects you, but it isolates you. It takes courage to risk letting go of the roughness and toughness that protects you from others, okay? The dropping of your guard will bring you closer to others and remove you from self-imposed isolation. If you've drawn this card today, the message for you may be to let the emotional waters of life wash over you. Permit yourself the vulnerability of really feeling an old hurt, then release it to the river of life to be swept away. Free yourself of it. And the situation was painful enough, but your pain has been multiplied by forcing it down for so long. So when I was talking about going to the river or doing something flowing, this is something you could do in a ceremony too. Ceremonies don't have to be long. They're just something to acknowledge something in our life that we're bringing in or letting go. And in this case, we're letting go, right? Another message that we bring is to go with the flow. Sometimes life presents challenges that you have no control over. A divorce, a job loss, an illness. Your immediate reaction may be to get angry or say something like, why me? Or maybe there's something that comes in that's not that negative, but you feel this sense that you need to be involved in it and you can't change it. And that can get really frustrating for people. But when there's nothing you can do to affect your situation, the wisest course may be to surrender, to allow. We are designed to be in the flow of the river, these river rocks, and we are designed to be in the flow of the river of life. The more either of us resists, the more we block the soothing waters from gentling us. Be brave, friend, and allow. And so this also brings up a message that if you're an Abraham Hicks fan, if not, I'm still going to give you the story, where she always talks about, we go to the river and let's say we have a boat there, a boat we're going to paddle. And what we do is we seem to think we need to get in that boat and paddle upstream. We forget that we can get in the boat and go downstream. And so this is part of allowing. And if you have a river rock at home, put it on your altar. Get yourself a river rock, go find one. If not, just get a picture of one, and the river rock can help you remember to allow. Okay? Good message. I was also called to pull Work Your Light oracle cards, which I have not been playing with for quite some time, so it's interesting. These are Rebecca Campbell cards. I used to love them a lot, and they just haven't called to me, and today they are calling. So the word that's coming through today is dance, and I'm not surprised that something like that came. In fact, I kind of giggled when it fell out because, sorry, I just need to find this. That's where we're at in this lightness. Remember, the tarot read is all about play and letting go and the sun shining and going to the stars and being with the ones we love. But we have to shift into that, right? So part of that can be through dance. I love this card. Do something to shift your vibration. Life is always moving. If you resist this ever-changing flow, here we go again, your energy will become stagnant and you will fall out of the flow with the universe. The universe has a mysterious intelligence force, a natural rhythmic beat, which governs all of life. One of the best ways to shift your energy, frequency, and vibration is to put on some music and dance along with it. When we dance unrestrained, our spirit takes over, and with each new bop, sway, and kick, we are rocked back into harmony with the rest of life. You can also play with some hertz, do some hertz research, put that in the background. You could have both playing just so that you can really feel that energetic flow. Get unstuck by doing something that shifts your vibration. Put on some music, dance unrestrained. Can you do that? Can you do that? Fall into the frequency of life. In doing so, your body will begin to learn how to be moved by your intuition, which is connected with the systemic beat. If dancing isn't your thing, then simply do something you would not usually do to shift this energy. So you want to get out. Remember how I was talking earlier about shifting it, moving it, doing something that knocks your energy. You cannot solve a problem with the same mind that created it, and you cannot attract a different experience without changing your energy first. Tarot read there again. We have to die to something, right? It's time to shift things up and to find a way to dance along with the beat of life. Dance or do something to shift your energy. Now, how lovely is that? So that's the big message of today. And I was feeling I needed to pull you guys some more cards, but Spirit's just saying, no, that's enough for you. Dance. Go with the flow. The river rock's your reminder. Remember that the sun is our theme for the next 2 weeks or 6 months. You'll know intuitively. Go into your intuition. See where your flame is. Go right into your gut, feeling that space where no one can move, and say, is this a message for me for the next 2 weeks? Or is this a message for me for the next 6 months I'm working on? And you'll feel where the flame is higher, okay? And you know that you need to go with your delightful, what's grounding you is your delightful relationships, not your hard ones. So go to those friends that inspire you. Go to the lover that lifts you up. Go to the mother that guides you. Something that delights you. Going to the stars is what's above everything. We're going to pull in energy from the stars. We're moving forward in something. So you know this. I'm speaking to some of you. You know right now that there's a business you've wanted to start. There's a relationship you haven't started. Some of you have wanted to try new classes, new instruments. There's some kind of energy that you're just feeling stirred and you haven't taken action. And that's why you're so tired, and that's why you're so held down. You're just not letting that go. So maybe do some of this energy of dance or movement. You know that you can do that, okay? And then what happens if we can let go, die to the old, we step into that new, refreshing energy. Another message that comes up with Taurus is play. Go out and play. Jump, skip. If you're a Taurus, you don't give a rat's ass what anyone thinks of you. So go into that energy and wear stickers on your face. Do something that just exposes you to an energy that lifts you up and puts you into a sense of play. Play is a big message for us. If you haven't joined us in the Joy and Manifestation Club, please do. Yes, I'm going to unashamedly plug it right now because this is a passion of my heart, that we all come together and we manifest more into our life through accessing our joy. And it's less than a cup of coffee a month, you guys. Just come join us. We have a community. We're brand new. There's so much to access in there, because that's part of manifesting your life. So you can have a message a day, to an herb, to so many things, to tarot that you can access. So come join us. I can't wait to see you. And you know, if you've not seen me before, this is how I'm going to end this, and we'll be back on the new moon. Take a deep breath. Spend some time in you. Just be in your body. You are magnificent. You are magnificent. There is nothing you have to do or be to bring the blessings into your life. You already did it. You chose human. You got this.